interesting how it was a sad day for the Uganda Cranes rugby team. While the Zimbabwe Stables, they were celebrating winning an away game. But in the world of rugby, the party never stops. Not with their chiseled athletes, beautiful women, and of course beer. Plus, we got the 4-1-1 on rugby. Here's what happened. Rugby is a style of football with quite the after parties. Although to the naked eye, a game of rugby can appear to be a carefully orchestrated riot, this is not the case. There are some rules. Trying to understand the game properly. So people, opposite teams, how many players are on there and how do they score?
15 aside, and you have to cross that line over there. You score in this area here. This is the try area. You get 5 points for touching the ball down, and then 3 points to kick the ball between those posts. That's 8 points.
The Stables won, and there seems to be something special about winning an away game. How's rugby made? How's the sport like? How is it different from, say, soccer or basketball? Tell me about it.
Absolutely different. Rugby is 5 points. When you score a try, soccer is 1 point. And rugby, when you score a try, 5 points, you convert 2 points. And penalties in rugby are more frequent than in football. At least every rugby game has a penalty, and the penalty is 3 points.
Rugby fans just love the game.
What you know about it? What you know about it? I said it.
Whether it's a victory or loss, the Uganda Cranes have dedicated fans. There's so many fabulous people at this rugby event. You know, it's shocking to find ladies. Like, seems like I need to start attending more. Rugby, are you a fan or are you a fan of rugby?
I am a big time fan of rugby, and when it comes to Uganda Cranes, I'm like a diehard.
Patriot.
A patriot. I'm a true Ugandan.
Yeah?
Everywhere we go, I have to be there. We go.
We go.
Yeah,
I'm told that rugby has like a culture where they party afterwards. What's a rugby party usually like?
The party is always fun. You know, people are mixing and mingling. It's always fun. You know, I love every bit about rugby. Before, during the match, past the match, I just love it.
The hip hop, and you don't stop. I rock on, baby, bubba to the boogie, the bang bang, the boogie to the boogie, the beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm a rapping to the beat. It's just me, the groove, and my squad.
We had a chat with a Zimbabwe coach.
I think it was hard work from the boys and believing in themselves, because Uganda was coming hard at us, and then we just had to dig deep. And I think that was the difference between us and them, and also maybe reading the game better than the opposition. Because I feel if they were not taking their chances in that, they then decided just to use forwards, but their backline players early on were actually coming hard.
You know, I have enough respect for Uganda. It's coming up, but they are more physical. You know, they cannot run, and tactically they need to improve.
All over the show, they need to be more controlled. They have to hang in there, concentrate and bring the ball in. Period.
Basketball fans showed up in droves for the And1 versus All-Stars showdown.
Some people step up in the club of the party make we start it any for me. If I want before you start it, I know what we do. Make sure when you look big time, you know we're all. Step out with it and then you see we are strong. Something anything.
I know there's a whole lot of you guys who don't want to admit the fact that you watch Nollywood movies, but I'll say I've watched a couple in my time. We had the chance to catch up with Nigerian filmmaker from Austin, Texas, Joy Dixon, on the One-on-One.
I came over here for freedom. I came over here to find you.
So you ain't calling the shots around here? No, I am. What did you say, girl? Stay out of this, Khalil, you hear me?
In the movie industry, where the audience is comfortable with piracy and mediocre quality, it is very difficult to become a filmmaker and stay one. But Miss Joy Dixon has managed. How do you manage to do that?
Well, you mean how I managed to start filmmaking?
To stay.
To stay, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just trying to stay true to the story I have always believed in, because filmmaking is all about storytelling. Yeah.
Were you a storyteller growing up?
Yes, I would say so. Well, thanks to my mom, because she used to tell us a lot of funny stories growing up, where she would tell us how a man wanted to get married and he was a ghost. He went and got a hand, got a feet, and when I go to bed, I start pondering over those stories. I think that's how, maybe storytelling for me started.
Being able to paint a picture for your audience. How many different attempts did you do at producing or writing and directing, producing a good quality movie?
Okay, I mean during the production?
Yeah.
Okay, we shot for 6 weeks in total. We're shooting 6 days a week, and most of the time we'll do almost 12 to 14 hours daily. Then we only had 1 day off, so it depends on the mood and the mood of the characters and also logistics. Because at times you might want to do something today and you're having bad weather or something.
There's nothing you can really do about it.
So you either have to hang around to see what you can do. So it took a period of 6 weeks non-stop, 6 days a week.
Not far from the tree.
Danger, romance, and adventure.
Call it Tuesday afternoon.
But I'm also told that you did your very best to create magic where possible. You shut down a whole street in Austin.
Yeah,
how on earth did you manage to do that?
Yeah, thanks to the film industry in Austin. They're trying to encourage filmmakers to come from Hollywood, because most of them have been coming. Some big studios have been coming to Texas to do films, especially in Austin. And we have a very big, one of the biggest film schools, University of Texas. They do film there, and I had to approach with the help of my location lady who was well connected with the city, and they just came about saying it's a minority, black woman, minority, African American. So I think that's how we came about. Came about shutting down the street.
This is a story about love, about danger, and romance, about possibilities.
Now I know that there must be some independent filmmakers, young filmmakers out there who would like to hear a word of advice from Ms. Dixon. What advice would you give to someone who is interested in storytelling and wants to do films like you?
First and foremost is to get as much training as you can possibly get, because juggling into something that you're not aware of, knowledge is power, knowledge is everything. If you don't know the technical know-how, get training, get knowledge, hang around people who have been doing it well, and probably try and work with other people to get experience. Then anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Very true. Wise words from a good filmmaker, the writer Between Kings and Queens, that is premiering June 24th at Cineplex. You heard it right here first. You're watching Log It.
I would be queen.
This is a story about the relationships between kings and queens.